Shanti, this is English Murli of 22nd September 2025. Morning Murli Baptada Madhuban. Essence. So children, put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, did I know previously all the things that Baba is now explaining to me? Understanding the meaning of what you hear now and remain happy. Question. What is the greatest strength of your Brahman's regions and how? Answer. Your Brahman's region is such that the whole world receives salvations on the basis of Srimad you follow. It is the Brahmans who makes the whole world peaceful. You, the decorations of the Brahman's hands are more elevated than the deity. You receive this strength from the Father. You Brahmans becomes the Father's helper. You receive the biggest prize. You not only become the master of Brahman, but you also become the master of the world. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explains to you Srishta's spiritual, long-lasting, now-found children. You spiritual children understand that the spiritual father definitely only comes once every 5,000 years. The name cycle has to be used. The age of this drama, this is a cycle of the world, is 5,000 years. Only the one father sits here and explains these things. You would never hear this from the mouth of a human being. You spiritual children who are sitting here know that the spiritual fathers of all of you souls is that one. The fathers whom no human beings know sit here and gives you children his introductions. No one knows who God or Ishwar is, since they call him God, the Father. There should be so much love for him. He is the unlimited Father, so you must definitely by receiving the inheritance from him. Very good English words. Heavenly God, the Father, are used. That new word is called heaven, and this old word is called hell. However, no one knows heaven. Sannyasis don't believe in it. They never said that the Father is the creator of heaven. The words heavenly gods, the fathers, are very sweet, and heaven is also famous. The cycles of heaven and hell, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world, turns around in the intellects of you children. That is, it's a turn around the intellects of those who are serviceable. Not everyone becomes serviceable to the same extent. You are the ones again establishing your kingdom. You says we spiritual children are following the Father's most elevated directions. It is the Srimad of the highest on high Father. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita is remembered. It is the number of the one scripture. On hearing the Father's names, one immediately remembers the inheritance. No one in the world knows what is the receives from the God, the Father. The words actions yoga are used, but no one understands who taught this actions yoga. They says that it was a Shri Krishna because it is a Shri Krishna's name that has been mentioned in the Gita. You now understand that the Father taught you Raj Yoga, through which you all attain celebrations and liberations in life. You also understand that is what in the Bharat where Shivbaba came. His birthday is celebrated to birth, but because his name has disappeared from Gita, his spirit has also be disappeared. They have forgetting the fathers from whom the whole world receive a happiness and peace. This is called a play of just a one mistake. The biggest mistake is that they don't know the fathers. Sometimes they says that he is beloved name and form, or they says that he has incarnated in the fish of crocodile or in the pebbles of the stones. They continue to make mistake after mistake. They continue to come down the ladder. Their degrees continue to decrease. They continue to become Mastamo Pardhan. According to the drama plane, the fathers who is the creator of heaven, the one who made Bharat into a master of the heaven, has been said to into the pebbles and stones. The fathers now explains how you have continued to come down the ladder. No one knows anything. They continue to ask what is the drama is. When was this world created? When you ask them, when did the new world come into exist? They reply hundreds of thousands of years ago. They think that this is all world still has many years to go. That is so called the darkness of ignorance. It is a remember. The Guru gave the omniscience of the knowledge, and the darkness of ignorance was dispelled. You understand that the Father, the Creator, definitely creates a heaven. Only the Father comes and and change hell into heaven. Only the Father, the Creator, comes and gives you this knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. He only comes at the end. This takes time. It has also been experienced to you children that the knowledge doesn't take as much time as the pilgrimage of remembrance. The account of 84 births is just like a story. Whose kingdom was it 5,000 years ago? Where did the kingdom go? You children now have the whole of this knowledge. You are very ordinary. He makes sinners like Ajmir, and those who have a strong intellect, the hunchback, and the natives very elevated. The Father explains what you become from what you were. The Father comes and tells you to look at the state that this old world has now reached. Human beings don't know anything of how the world cycles runs. The Father says, put your hand on your heart and ask yourselves whether you knew any of this before. Nothing at all. You now know that Baba has come once again to give the sovereignty of the world. It doesn't interest anyone's intellect what is the sovereignty of the world is. The world means the whole world. You know that the Father gives us such a kingdom that for a half of cycles no one can snatch it away from us. Therefore, you children should have so much happiness. You have claimed the kingdom from the Father so many times. The Father is the truth. He is the true teacher. He is also a Satguru. You had not heard this before. You now understand the meaning of this. You are his children, so you should be able to remember the Father. Nowadays, they adopt a guru in their childhood. They make pictures of their gurus and wear them around their necks, or they keep one at home. Here, the wonder is that the Father, the teacher, and the guru are the all one. The Father says, I will take you back home with me. When you are asked, what do you study? Tell them, we are studying Raj Yoga in order to create the kingdom of the new world. Just as there is a barrister's yoga, so this is the Raj Yoga. Their intellects would definitely be in the yoga with the barrister. They would definitely remember their teacher. You said that you are studying in order to attain the kingdoms of heaven. Who is teaching us? God, Father, Shiva. He has one name which has continued. That name is not Chariot name. My name is Shiva. You says Father Shiva and Brahma the Chariot. You now know how wonderful this is. The body is one's. Why is he called the lucky chariot? Because Shivbaba enters him. There are definitely two souls. Only you know this. No one says what you even think of it. The portrait, the lucky chariot, Bhagirath brings the Gangas. Was it water that was brought? You can now see the practical way who brings it, and what is his brings the knowledge. Who has entered this body? It is the Father who has entered it. Water would hardly enter a human being. Water would hardly emerge from the locks of someone's hair. Human beings never think about these things. It is a sad religion is might. There is a might in a region. Says which region has the most strength? The Brahman region. Yes, that's right. Whatever strength there is, it is the Brahman's region that has it. No other region has any strength. You are now Brahmans. You Brahmans receives a power from the fathers through which you become the master of the world. You have so much power. You says that you belong to the Brahman's regions. This does not sit anyone's intellect. Although this variety form image has been created, it is incomplete. The main thing is that no one knows the creator of his first creations. The Father is the creator and the Brahmans are the top notch. There is a strength in this. Just by remembering the Father, you receive a strength. Children are definitely number wise. You are the decorations of the most elevated Brahman's clan in this world. You are the most elevated than the deities. You are now receive a power. The greatest strength is in the Brahman's regions. What do your Brahmans do? They make the whole world peaceful. Your regions is such that it liberates everyone on the basis of the Srimad you follow. This is why the Father says, I make you even more elevated than I am. You become the master of Brahman and also the master of the world. You will rule over the whole world. They sing, Bharat is our country. Sometimes they sing songs of the phrase, and at other times they says, look at the stage Bharat has become. They don't know when Bharat was that elevated. Human beings believe that heaven and hell both are here together. Those who have a wealth and cars etc. think that they are in heaven. They don't understand that It is a new world that called heaven. Everything has to be learned here. The skills of science will be useful later on there. Science gives happiness there. There is a temporary happiness through all of these things here. There it will become a permanent happiness for you children. Everything has to be learned here so that those sanskars can be taken there. New souls will not go and learn there. The children from here will learn science and go there. They will become very clever. They will take all the sanskars that are going to be useful there. Now there is a temporary happiness. These bombs etc. will destroy everything. How can there be a reasons of the peace without a death? Here it is the kingdoms of the peacelessness. You also understand number one that you will first go home and then go to the red land of happiness. The father doesn't interest that land of happiness. The father says, I need the old chariot on the path of devotions. I have been fulfilling everyone's desire. The trash messengers have been shown how devotees carrying out intense worship. They decorate the deities, worship them, and then sink them in the sea. There is so much expense. Ask them when did this begin. They reply that it has been going on since time immemorial. They wander around so much. All of that is in the Rama. The father repeatedly explains to you children that he has come to make you very sweet. Those devotees are so sweet. Human beings are now so better. Those who had helped the fathers a great deal previously continue to be worshipped. You are worshipped. You also claim an elevated status. The father himself says, I make you more elevated than I am. These are the elevated directions on the highest on high father. Even in the Gita, Srimad is very well known. Shri Krishna claims his inheritance from the father at this time. The father has entered the chariot of Shri Krishna's soul. This is such a wonderful. This never enters anyone's intellect. It takes a great effort for those who understand this to experience it. The father explains to you children so well. Baba writes, Brahman's the most elevated Madhuban creation of Brahma. If you do elevated service, you receive this prize. If you become the father's helpers, you all receive the prize. Otherwise, according to the efforts you make. You have so much strength that you can make human beings into a master of heaven. You are the spiritual army. If you don't wear this badge, how would people understand that you are the spiritual military? Those in a military always wears a badge. Shivbaba is a creator of the new world. There was a kingdom of the deities. It doesn't exist now. Therefore, the father says, Man manabhav. Forget your body and all the bodily nations, and you remember me alone. You will then go into a Shri Krishna's dynasty. There can be no question of shyness about this. You will remember the father. The father says of this one Brahma that he used to be worship Narayan and keep the picture of Narayan with him. While walking and moving around, he kept looking at that pictures. Now that you children have this knowledge, you should definitely wear beige. You are the ones who change ordinary humans into Narayans. You are the ones who teach Raj Yogas. You do service of the changing ordinary humans into Narayan. Check yourselves. Do I have any defects? You children come to Bab Dada. The fathers Bab and Shivbaba. Dada is his chariot. The fathers will definitely meet you through this chariot. You children come to the fathers to be refreshed when you sit in front of him. It is easy to remember him. Baba has come in order to take you back home. The father is now sitting in front of you, so there should be a more remembrance of him. Every day you also increase your pilgrimage of remembrance even outside Madhuban. Acha. To the sweetness, beloved, long last, now found children, love, remembrance, good morning from the mother, the father, Baptada. The spiritual father says Namaste to spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to spiritual father. Essence for Dharna 1. Take yourselves. Do I have any defeated deities are very sweet? Have I become just as sweet? 2. Follow the father's most elevated traditions to establish your own kingdom in order to become serviceable. Make your intellect spin this knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world and heaven and hell. Blessings. May you be an easy yogi who experiences easy remembrance by having the awareness of being a helper of God. To be helper of God means to be one who is constantly busy in doing service that God, the Father, has given you. constantly have the intoxications that God Himself has given you this service you do. While carrying out any task, you can never forget the one who gave you that task. So while doing service through actions, stay aware that you carrying out the activities under the Father's traditions, and you will then experience a remembrance to be easy and become an easy yogi. Slogan: stay constantly aware of your godly student's life, and Maya will not be able to come closer. Awake signal now ignited the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. To be extends that you become a volcanic form and instruments of the establishment. To that extent, the flames of the destruction will be revealed. The collective volcanic form of the remembrance will complete the task of the destructions of the world. For this, special yoga programs should continue to take place at all the centers, because these will fan the flames of the destructions. The flames of the destructions will ignite it from the fire of yoga, and that the fire will intensify from the flames. Acha, Om Shanti.